Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. FANHOME Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon Part 16. In this video we'll be completing stage 14 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So with every build they come with a magazine and it comes with component parts. So these are the component parts for this stage. Really good close-up graphic of the top of the Falcon there. Let's have a look inside. Customized smuggling vessel. Upgrades and modifications. Because it didn't look like that in the Solo movie. There was like a piece here. Unless that came forward, I don't know. Because it used to belong to Calrissian, Lando Calrissian. Okay, that's a really good shot there. Good shot of the engines at the back. Hyperdrive upgrades. Some scenes from the films. She's got it where it counts, kid. Escape from Tatooine. The Falcon's add-on circuitry bay. And now we've got circuitry bay layout there. Very good. I wonder if we're going to be adding this inside our build. And then there's the kiss. A very tight fit indeed. So these are the components that we need for this build. Not all of them. Like, we don't need this, we don't need all the screws, we don't need these two. It's just this. Step-by-step instructions. So we should end up with this here. The light's bouncing off it a little bit. So we should end up with this here, this doorway and this wall here that will complete the room. I think it's, I can't remember what it's called now. Is it called the holographic table room? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember. Nice logo on the back there. So put the magazine aside. Let's begin. First thing we've got to do is we've got to bring this piece, which is the fourth wall, to the room that we've been building, and this is the padding for this little doorway here. So I've dry tested it to fit in there like that. So it kind of almost fits. I'm gonna have to pull it either side just to make sure it fits. But I'm going to be using super glue to put that in place. I'm just going to run some glue there, and down there, like that. Let's make sure we've got on that. I'm going to sit it in place like that. I'm just going to pull it to either side because it's got a tendency not to do that. So I'm just going to pull it to either side like that there. And as it's super glue, it doesn't take that long to dry. There. So a little padded opening there. And same with this, we've done this before. We've got this is the door outer liner that goes in here. So I just need to put some glue in here. Like that, just go all the way around, like that, all the way around, like that there. And then sit the door outer liner in place like that. There we go, that's in place, just like we've done before. Let's move that aside there. So we're going to bring the inner door liner, which is this, which will go in there, and this padding here. So we need to use our spruces, and we need to cut all of this padding out. You just get them all cut out. These are really good spruce cutters. They don't come with the build. They don't come with any of the builds, but they come. They're used in most of the builds. Recommend you getting a really decent pair. They're good for clipping plastic out of spruces, plastic spruces. They're good at cutting wood. They're good at cutting metal elements out of metal spruces. I think it's probably aluminium, probably. I'm not sure these would cut through steel. Not that we would get steel spruces and steel elements, but yeah, they're relatively inexpensive. So I'd recommend you getting a pair. It'll save your hands as well, because trying to get them out can cut your fingers. And it speeds up the time as well, because if you try and loosen them yourself, it will take a little bit longer. So I recommend you getting some. You don't have to get these ones. These are really cheap ones. You don't have to get these. You can get some really good ones. These are like a couple of £1. Right, that's all of them out. So I'm going to use some super glue again. I'm just going to put some glue down the channel there, like that. And then I'm going to put the first one in place. There, that's the first one in. So let me just show you. So there's a raised area all the way down, all the way around, and then there's a channel there in the padding, and they just basically sit in there like that. So they just sit on top. So I'm just going to glue and put them in. Got to be very careful with the glue because I don't want to glue myself. And you know when they're in place. There, so they make a little clicking sound as they go in place. So I'm just going to glue in that channel and get them placed. There, that's that one in. Just work your way around. Just being conscious not to put glue on me. Whoops. That flipped the wrong way. Oop. So little that they will kind of I've got all the padding in place now. It's all glued in place. So all we need to do is get that inside there. And the best way to do this is to turn it over like that. And just, not everywhere, but just put sections of glue inside the inner ring like that, there, and then lay it down flat against the desk and just slide it in like that, there, because that's flush against the desk. If you do it the other way around, see the depth there down there. So that's all you need to, that's it there. So when you turn it over, it's completely flush there against, yeah, that's it there. That'd be my advice. Don't do it that way. Do it that way. Don't do it that way because it'll just drop through into the desk. So I've brought the hold room back, as you can see. So we've got to just bring this wall in and slot it into place like that. There. Let's just see. Just slot it in like that. Doesn't actually want to sit in there, but it's okay because we're going to screw it in place. So what I need to do is I just need to line these pipes up with this wall. Like that. Hoping that wall will stay. And then we've got to use a couple of brass screws. That wall's not going to stay. Let's just hold that there. Let's get a couple of I think it's four brass screws so that we can attach the wall, the fourth wall, as it were, together. So let's see how the screw lines up. I'll try the bottom corner first. Going to loosely just screw that in there, and then I'm going to try this. This is going to be a bit tricky. Feed the screw in there. And match it with that hole. Before I tighten it, I just need to make sure this sits where it's supposed to sit, which is there. On that side, making sure the pipe lines up. Going to tighten this one up. A little bit more so that it presses the pipe against the wall. Now that that's done, I can do the lower screws. Like that. That screw doesn't want to go in there, so I'm going to try this side. Yeah, that appears to be going in. I'm going to tighten it. Tighten the top one. So this bottom one we're going to have a problem with. Yeah, I think that's going in now. I have to pull it to the end of my desk to do this. Just checking that that pipe is sat over. pipes in the right place now. Gotta be careful what I'm pressing. I'm going to change that bottom screw because it's not right. Seems a little bit bigger than the other ones. Seems to be like a misshapen one. So I'm going to grab this. Probably gonna have to unscrew it and start again because the floor, it's not connecting with the floor panel. I managed to get those screws in the back, so we'll spin it around. That's our new wall there, and our door openings. There's two, there's a small one here and a large one there that are padded. And our pipes are lined up with the raised areas on the other side. You can see you had to kind of fiddle with the pipes to get them in the right place, and as you were tightening the screws, but it's all gone to plan. There we go. I'll just zoom out a little bit. You can see both our door openings there. There's a shot through one door to another. Then we've got our holographic table and our sleeping quarters there. We've got this empty corner at the moment. We're probably going to put something in there. But yeah. And if I turn it around this way, like that's what it should look like. And that completes stage 14 of the build. I think it looks really good. Our hold room. As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.